Before we begin today's vlog, I want to take a quiet moment to acknowledge that this week marks 2 years since the brutal attack by Hamas on October 7th. Here in Israel, it's a heavy and emotional time filled with pain and remembrance. We continue to pray for the hostages to return home, for the families who lost loved ones, and for all who are still healing. We pray for the war to end. I hesitated to share this video now, but eventually decided to offer it as a small moment of comfort. It's the first days of October. We're just back home from a few very relaxing, easy days in Greece where we spent the Rosh Hashanah holiday with my mother-in-law. We all felt it would be better not to spend the holiday at home this year, especially after the recent loss of Eyal's brother. So we spent a few very slow days in Greece by the beach. Unfortunately, on our last day, the temperature dropped quite dramatically. It became very windy and I was still dressed in my light beach holiday clothes, not really paying attention to how cold it had become. By the time we got back home, I could already feel something was off in my body. I spent 2 full days in bed, weak and with a terrible headache. This is actually my first time up, trying to prepare a quick lunch from whatever is in the freezer before heading back to bed. Welcome and welcome back. If this is your first time here, my name is Moran. I'm a maker and homebody from Israel, and in this little space I share simple glimpses of daily life and slow makings, offering a quiet pause in the flow of every day for myself and hopefully for you too. It is still the holiday season here. Eyal isn't on his usual work schedule and the kids are still on their school break, each with their own outdoor activities, so we've been spending time together on and off. Eyal and I have been working in our balcony garden in these first days of October. We both feel our plants need a little attention. Today I'm trimming the pitango, or as you call it, Suriname cherry, and Eyal comes to help me with the highest parts. We both hope it will give it a little boost and re-energize it. I'm really not sure anymore, is it us taking care of our garden or is it our garden taking care of us? What I do know is that this early morning gardening activity with the first warmth of the sun is so fulfilling for both of us. I think this delicate cactus isn't quite happy here. It gets too much direct sun and dries out easily, so I'm gently trimming it for now until I can move it somewhere, maybe with less sunlight hours and more shadier. We both could spend hours gardening together, but Eyal insists that we take a break and chill out for a bit. I'm still not feeling 100%, but slowly I'm starting to feel more like myself again, and I am very, very thankful for that. After spending some self-care time in our refreshed balcony, with a face mask on, reading and enjoying the second cup of coffee, we are both back inside now in the kitchen, starting to prepare lunch. Today I'm making a slow-cooked chicken pot dish that we all loved a few weeks ago, and hopefully it will last us for the next 2 days. I just sliced some onions. I'm heating some homemade tallow and adding the onions. Once they are softened a bit, I add the spices. Today I'm using cumin, turmeric, a touch of curry powder, garam masala and salt. I let them heat for a minute to open up all the flavors. Eyal says it already smells amazing. And while the chicken thighs are cooking, I prepare a few vegetables that will go into the pot as well. And as always, I just work with what I have. Today it's zucchini, bell peppers, carrots, and mushrooms. After all the vegetables are in the pot, I'm adding my homemade beef bone broth on top of everything. I try to get all the good stuff out of the jar, so I just add a little bit of boiled water and mix what's left inside. I have chili peppers in the fridge, so I add them in as well. And I'm also adding about a teaspoon of my homemade garlic paste because I know they will appreciate it here. At the last minute, of course, I almost forgot. I'm adding those veggie bouillon cubes, and here you see the secret sauce of it all, the magic of this dish. Then I just let it all boil and bubble. I think it was in the previous vlog that I made them here with you, so go back and check it out if you haven't seen it already. These cubes really save my life in the kitchen. It's going to be such a comforting dish. I'm not following any recipe, just like my mom, working with what I have and what my taste buds are craving at the moment. And I'm doing my best to share everything I do here with you because you are so enthusiastic and interested. I'm so grateful for you being here, commenting, and being so supportive. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. After it boils and the veggie cubes are completely melted in the liquid, I pop it into a preheated oven on low heat around 140 degrees Celsius and let it cook slowly for, let's say, about 2 hours or so, filling our home with the most comforting, cozy fall cooking smells. Now I can finally sit down and enjoy some slow knitting time. But you know what? Does this happen to you too? You come to the couch and the first thing you want to do is tidy it up a little. Then when you finally sit down, you realize you forgot to bring what you wanted. I'm so glad I'm getting to spend more time with my Coziest Memories blanket lately. I'm making really a good progress. I think I have about 7 more squares to go until I finish row number 16. I'm really happy it's finally the season to take out this cozy blanket project and bring it into my everyday makings. You know what? When I'm editing this video and watching myself place the plates on the table, it looks so much like my mother, how she used to make the nicest plates for us and invite us to sit down and enjoy the meal she prepared. Looking at my hands, I don't know, something in this moment reminded me of her in such a vivid way. It always amazes me how much of her I have in me, and it makes me so, so grateful.
הפלפל משגע.
הכל משנה.
גם הבשר מאוד רע.
Yeah, anyways, the food came out simply delicious. The boys are out and about. They will be here later, so it's only Eyal and me sitting down for this late lunch on a very slow October day. As I end this vlog, I can't help it but think about the deep sadness this week holds here in Israel. Our lives were forever changed on October 7th, and we continue to pray for all the hostages to return home soon and for peace to overcome the darkness. May we all continue to find small moments of light, warmth, and healing together.